All right, let's talk about shotguns, but not the big long ones you'd take into a duck blind. We're talking about the compact stuff, the kind of thing you want for home defense when space is tight. You need power, but you also need to be able to move around corners without bumping into walls. We're going to look at some of the best small shotguns out there. Some are practical, some are just plain cool. You might find exactly what you're looking for. Let's get into it. All right, let's just start with the one everybody knows, the Mossberg 590 Shockwave. It's basically an icon at this point. And yeah, when you think Shockwave, you're probably thinking 12 gauge. I do too. But they make this little guy in 410, and that changes the game. It weighs just over 4 pounds. You could carry it all day and barely notice. For moving around your house, it's perfect. You're gliding around corners, not knocking over lamps. It's also the kind of thing you could tuck under a truck seat, depending on your local laws. It's fun to shoot, and that short barrel gives you a nice wide spread up close. The 590 is a working man's gun, but in this small package, it's all about defense. Quick take. If you live in snake country, the 410 model is a no-brainer. If you're in bear country, stick to the 12 gauge. But what if the Mossberg price tag is a little steep, or you just can't find one? Say hello to the Charles Daly Honcho. Think of it as the Shockwave's cousin from out of town. It's made in the USA and usually costs about half as much as the Mossberg. It's got a 14-inch barrel, and because it doesn't have a stock, it avoids all that NFA paperwork. The best part might be the rubber bird's head grip. It's really tacky and gives you a solid hold. The forend is chunky and has a Picatinny rail on it for a light. For the price, it's a solid little gun for your house or your truck. Just know, like any stockless shotgun, there's a learning curve to handle it right. Okay, moving on from the pump actions, let's talk about the elephant in the room. And I mean that literally. This is the IWI TS12. It's a bullpup, so even with an 18.5-inch barrel, it's only a couple inches longer than a Shockwave. But it's bulky. There's no getting around it. The payoff? It holds 15 plus 1 rounds of 12 gauge. It's a semi-auto with 3 rotating magazine tubes. You do have to rotate them by hand, which takes some practice, but once you get it down, you have a true fighting shotgun. For its size, it's surprisingly light at 8 pounds, and the gas system soaks up a lot of recoil. Don't let the bulk scare you. It's one of the best bullpup shotguns you can buy. If the bullpup isn't your style, but you still want that semi-auto firepower in a mag-fed package, Rock Island's got something for you. The VRF-14. At first glance, it screams AR-15. But it's its own thing. You've got a full-length rail up top for optics and plenty of rail space on the handguard. The charging handle is attached right to the bolt carrier, not at the back like an AR. It comes with a 5-round mag, but it works with Rock Island's 9 and 19-round VR series magazines too. Shooting the VRF-14 is a wild ride. The grip is good, but your support hand is doing a lot of work to keep it steady. One thing to remember, shooting 3-inch shells with no stock is tough. I'm not going to say it's fun, but for close quarters defense, it's hard to beat that kind of horsepower. Plus, being able to slap in a fresh magazine in seconds is a huge advantage. Now, if you're an AR purist and you want a shotgun that is an AR, well, that's been a tough nut to crack. There are always trade-offs, until Genesis Arms came along with the Gen 12. This is a short-barreled shotgun built on a DPMS pattern AR lower. The magic is the 5-inch reciprocating barrel. It moves as it fires, which eats up a ton of the 12-gauge recoil and solves the gas system problems you see on other AR-style shotguns. Pair it with their Venom suppressor, and it's actually manageable to shoot indoors. It comes loaded with good stuff: a free-float M-LOK handguard, a PDW stock, a Hogue grip, and even an EOTech sight. This is a high-end, specialized tool. Alright, let's take a break from all the tactical black polymer and go old school. Look, you either get the Henry axe or you don't. It's one of those guns you just want. You might not have a reason, but you know you need it. It's a buttery smooth Henry lever action in 410, but without a real stock. Instead, you get that distinctive axe handle grip. It's more for fun than for hunting, let's be honest. But in a post-apocalyptic world, this would be an awesome zombie gun. It holds 5 rounds and you can top it off through the side gate. For close-range problems, it's light, it's intuitive, and it just feels right. This thing looks like it came straight out of a zombie movie. The standard SP-12 is a pump action, but it loads and ejects shells from the bottom, like an Ithaca 37. It's got a 14.5-inch barrel and a bird's head grip, so it's not an NFA item. It'll take 3-inch, 2, 2 3/4, and even the little 1 3/4 mini shells. You get a full-length rail on top and M-lock slots on the side, so you can bolt on whatever you want. I haven't shot this one myself, so I can't speak to how it runs, but the tactical look and the features are definitely going to appeal to some folks. If you want a ton of firepower in a weird, compact package, this is one to look at. For almost 20 years, this has been the name in super compact shotguns, the Serbu Super Shorty. It's built from a Mossberg 500 or Remington 870 and is legally considered an any other weapon, or AOW. That means just a $5 tax stamp instead of the usual $200. With a 6.5-inch barrel, the whole thing is only 16.5 inches long. It fits in a backpack with room to spare. Is it for fun or for serious work? Both. It's 12-gauge power you can take anywhere. Sure, you only get 2+1 rounds, and shooting slugs out of it will probably rattle your teeth, but in a tight hallway or inside a car, it's a devastating and easy-to-handle tool. Not everything has to be a pump action. The Axer Arms FSS is a semi-auto 12-gauge that folds in half. Folded up, it's compact enough to fit in a laptop bag. It has a 14-inch barrel and a tube magazine that holds 4+1 rounds. The pistol grip and handguard are synthetic, which keeps the weight down. It has a standard Picatinny rail for adding accessories. For a semi-auto shotgun that you can transport this easily, a price tag around $450 is pretty interesting. It's another unique take on the compact shotgun concept. A revolver that shoots shotgun shells? It sounds weird, but the SR410 is actually pretty brilliant. This version has a slightly longer 12.2-inch barrel and a standard 13.25-inch length of pull on the stock, making it much easier to shoot than you'd think. It still only weighs 4.5 pounds and is just 24 inches long. You can carry it in a pack or a big belt holster. You reload it just like a revolver. Pop the 5-shot cylinder out to the side. You can fire it double action or cock the hammer for a single action shot. And don't sleep on the 410. A 410 slug has nearly double the muzzle energy of a .357 Magnum. It's a potent little package. Last up, we have something completely different. The SS211 is a tiny over-under shotgun. It has a 10-inch barrel, a stubby little stock, and weighs only 4.5 pounds. The barrel comes off easily, so you can break it down and stick it in a bug-out bag. The longest piece is only 16.5 inches. With 1.75-inch mini shells, it's a great gun for beginners. The stock is just long enough to shoulder, and it has a thick rubber butt pad. The trigger is crisp, and the walnut stock has aggressive checkering for a solid grip. It's a weird, beautiful, and surprisingly capable little shotgun.